Now, for this is the truth, and let nobody deceive you about it. For ancestral worship is evil. Yes, ancestral worship is demonic. Let nobody deceive you about this, because it was never ordained unto us by the Most High, who is the source of all creatures that dwells in us, for us to worship our ancestors. And it was never an ordained culture or tradition in our land for us to worship our ancestors after they have passed away, as many have been practicing in this age and time as a very big mistake, which they have been doing, going to the grave of their ancestors, their loved ones, their grandparents, offering items like shinap, kain, pouring it in the grave of their ancestors, and killing animal blood as a belief of communication and worship to their ancestors and also to the divine, but not knowing, in ignorance, this is a demonic and idolatry worship to the devil, and them not knowing it. And this is how so many evil spirits, incantational demons, have taken the appearance, the look alike and character of their ancestors, their grandparents, their loved ones, coming to them in their dreams or in any kind of situation, making them to believe that this is their ancestors, this is your loved ones coming to you. This is a demonic practice. Yes, if this video found you on your FYP, or if you see this video in your FYP, please be patient and listen to the end. For this will awaken you to the truth, and it will deliver you from the danger that this can cause you in your future. Ancestral worship is demonic. Yes. And by saying this also, I am not trying to say that our ancestors are evil. No, our ancestors are not evil. Yes, I don't mean any act or any saying referring it to be like our ancestors are evil. No, that is not what I mean. Our ancestors are what? They are good, they are divine, but going to worship them, offering any kind of item as a ritual of communicating to them, that is a demonic and idolatry worship. Yes, because wherever they are, they will never be happy with you. Yes, by doing so, because they are not in that grave. What dies is body, and what is buried is body, as it is written, that dust you came, and dust you shall return. Souls never die, for souls are what? For eternity. So whenever a man dies, or a woman dies, and they are buried, what is buried is their body, not them. Yes, for they have transited out of that body. They are not in that grave. So if you are going to the grave communicating to your ancestors, I believe in this mentality that you are communicating to them, you are not communicating to your ancestors but demons. And that is how the devil have taken an advantage against many of you in this ignorance, coming to you, making you to believe that this is your ancestors. Please stop this practice. For whosoever that go to the grave in any kind of worship or practice is equal to the grave. Whosoever that go to the dead in any kind of belief, practice or worship, you are equal to the dead. But there is nobody in that grave, but just an empty skeleton, empty skulls, and dead bodies who have rotten and become a dust. Nobody is there. The person you are going there to, believing that the person is there, you are communicating to the person, that person is not there. Even as a matter of fact, most of you today who are called choosing souls are part of these ancestors. Yes, most of you are what? Ancestors who passed long ago, maybe like third or fourth generation back, who have reincarnated back into this earth. You are ancestors. I know for the fact that religion came and brought false teachings. Religion came and coded the truth as a system of control against us in this nation called Africa and every other nation in this earth realm. But apart from that, there were never any time in any day it was ordained unto us by the Most High in our tradition, in our culture, in our land, for we to practice such so-called ancestral worship. Never. For the Most High alone, who is the source of all creatures, that created everything, who dwells in us, is the only one that is worthy to be worshipped in our life, not our ancestors, not even the universe. As a lot of you today, a lot of people are making this as a mistake, going to the river, pouring Fanta, Coke, cooking food, killing different kind of animal bloods, offering it to the river as a ritual and worship that they are communicating to the divine. That is all wrong. It is all wrong. You don't worship an external thing that is created. Everything external was never ordained or mandated to us to worship. But it was given unto us. It has been given to us by the Most High, who is the source of all creatures, the creator of all things, that is above all things, who dwells in us as a dominion upon our life, for we to have control and authorization over all these things, not for us going to worship it. Because many of your ancestors in the past, to tell you the truth, many of them make a very big, huge mistake in the past, which that they are regretting now wherever they are. And that is the main purpose of your coming as a choosing soul, a divine soul, an awakening soul, who have come in this age and time. This is your assignment. This is your mandate. This is your mission. Why you came back as a choosing soul, a divine soul. To do what? To bring to an end the mistake of your ancestors of those days and time who have passed away. who went making a very huge big mistake, creating graven image for themselves, so-called an idolatry worship, worshipping the moon, worshipping the water, worshipping the stars, worshipping the sky, worshipping the universe, worshipping nature, creating structures with trees and different kind of nature as a system of worship, making them their gods during those days and time in the past. Which many of them now, wherever they are regretting their mistakes, and that is the purpose of your coming. That is your mission, for you to come and help them recorrect their mistakes that they have done in the past, which they are regretting wherever they are. This is your mission, to help them recorrect those mistakes, break the covenant of an idolatry worship that is in your family, your generation, which stand as a hindrance and captivity and bondage, destroying you in your destinies, limiting you all in your destinies, for not mounting your destinies, for not amounting into some certain kind of dimensions and leveling your destinies. This is what your destiny, your mission as a choosing soul, for you to come and break those generational curses, end those demonic patterns that is working against your bloodline, your generation, your lineage, to break those demonic and diabolic covenants of an idolatry worship. And many of you in this age and time have been making this as a mistake, going back, repeating the same circle that your ancestors did. Repeating the same cycle that your ancestors did, which they stand today in the spiritual realm as a divine guidance to your life, to help you, to support you, to guide you, to direct you, so that you can be able to clean their mess. You can be able to correct their mistakes and bring to an end that mistake they did in their past lives. And this is the dreams and encounter that many of you have had today. In your dream, seeing your loved ones, your ancestors who have passed away, coming to you, fighting you, having violent conversation with you, because you are going the wrong path. There are information that they are trying to pass to you, that path you are going is wrong. This is the mistake they did in their past. And why they stand as divine guidance in the spiritual realm, guiding you so that you don't repeat the same mistake that they have done, For you to help them recorrect those mistakes, for you to help them bring an end to such patterns that stand as a result of what? Generational curse in your bloodline, in your lineage, in your family. And you are going in ignorance, repeating the same circle. Stop such practice. Ancestral worship is an idolatry worship, not a holy system of communication to the divine. You don't honor your ancestors by that way. And as I said, our ancestors are not evil. So if you want to honor your ancestors, you don't honor them by worshiping them. You honor them by fulfilling that holy divine mission and assignment, which is the main purpose of your coming, in a holy and righteous way, in a divine practice to the Most High, who is the source of all creatures, that created everything, who dwells in us, his holy people. That is the only way your ancestors will be happy with you. That is the only way they will be pleased with you, and they will bless you with every ancestral blessing. Yes. Because when you worship the Most High and please the Most High, fulfill his holy will and divine mandate to set the captive free, your ancestors will be happy, because that is the only way and source for you to bring what? Generational wealth. And when the lineage, the generation becomes successful, becomes free, and break free from that bondage, your ancestors will be pleased and happy with you. You don't cast the devil with the devil. You don't bind Satan with Satan. You don't cast darkness with darkness. Many of you have been doing this as a mistake, going to the river, pouring coke, pouring Fanta, killing different kind of animal blood on water as a ritual, a thanksgiving offering, that you are communicating to the divine. You are worshiping your ancestors. You are worshiping through your elements. You are worshiping through your source. That is an idolatry worship, and that is how so many of you today have been initiated with marine spirits. You have been possessed with the demonic spirit in the waters. I'm not saying that praying with water is evil, no. But if you don't have the understanding, the truthful understanding of how to do these things, don't do it until you matured to that truthful understanding before you can do it. For if you don't know anything, don't do it before you indulge yourself into something that will affect your future tomorrow. Stop this practice, so-called ancestral worship. Stop it. Stop going to river, pouring coke, Fanta, biscuits, killing animal blood, pouring different kind of items. That you are practicing a divine worship to your ancestors. You are communicating through your source. What nonsense. Please, free your destiny, free your soul from these problems. Free your soul and your destiny from everything that this can use to, that this can stand as a hindrance in your future tomorrow. Don't go and start creating future problems for yourself. So-called ancestral worship. You don't worship your ancestors. I'm not saying that you should go against your ancestors. No. But how do you please your ancestors? You please your ancestors when the Most High is pleased in your life. Yes. Because there is a lot of people coming on social media saying that your ancestors will do this, universe will bless you, go to the universe, offer this to the universe, pray to the universe, do this to the universe. Who is universe? Is universe the source of all creatures? Is universe the creator? Is universe the Most High? Universe are the moon. Universe is what? The moon, the sun, the stars, water, fire, air, earth, and man, regardless of agenda, male and female. You are the universe. All these things are the universe. But you were never mandated or ordained by the Most High, who is the creator of all these things, so-called the universe, for us to worship them. But we were ordained by the Most High, the source of all creatures, who dwell in us as what? The dominion in us. Because the Most High, who is the source of all creatures, dwell in us, and that is the kingdom of heaven in us. And that is what? The authorization, the kingdom in us, that is above all these things. And that is what? The power, the control in us to control all these things. Not to go and start worshiping them. It was given unto us by the Most High, who is the source of all creatures, as a dominion in us, for we to have control over all these things, not for us to go and start offering worship to them. For doing so is what? An idolatry worship. You don't worship things that was created. You don't create gods of your own self. You are already a god. For we are the gods of who? The Most High, who is the source of all creatures. We are the gods of his kingdom. He has created us, gods of his kingdom, to take dominion above all these things in this earth. In glory to his holy name and his holy kingdom, in advancement that dwells in us, not for us to go and start worshiping them. For such is an idolatry worship. Please, stop this practice. Stop it. Peace and love, light.